particle is moving along a closed trajectory where the potential energy is given as kr square. We need to find the mass of the particle with its minimum distance from point O equals r1 and velocity at its point farthest is v2. So let's say the particle is moving like this. So we don't know the trajectory, but it needs to be symmetrical because it's central force about O. So at the nearest point, it's given that it is at a distance r1 and the farthest point the velocity is v2. So v1 and r2 are unknowns. We need to find the mass of the particle. So we'll solve it in the next slide, but let's understand a few points about this whole system as we understand from the given situation. So first thing is potential energy is given and it's given as kr square. So since it is a function of distance from that point O, we can say that force is a central in nature. Now second thing, if we find the force by doing minus du by dr r cap, you will get a negative sign, which means the force is attractive in nature. So that's why we have drawn the trajectory like this. Now third point, that this force is conservative in nature. Why? Because potential is defined only for a conservative force. So this potential energy they have given, we can only define it for a conservative force. And also because it is central in nature. So all central forces are conservative in nature. So why we are stating this is because we are going to need this for energy conservation for this point and this point. So we can only do that for conservative forces, conservative force fields. Now our next point is force is always towards O because it's central, which means torque about O is 0. Because about point O, r cross f is always 0 because r and f are always parallel, which means angular momentum about O is constant. Now finally, at nearest and farthest point, normal velocity dr by dt is 0. See, at farthest point dr by dt must be 0 and same at nearest point also. This, which means the r is not increasing further. So if dr by dt is 0, what is dr by dt? Is tangential velocity. So that means particle, sorry, I meant at nearest and farthest point, normal velocity is 0, which is dr by dt. And of course it will have only tangential velocity. But r is dr by dt is 0, so it will have no normal velocity. So this implies that velocity is at the A and B is perpendicular to r vector. So make sure you understand all these points before we attempt the solution. So let's see the solution now. So we'll write our momentum conservation equation for points A and B. So Vr is constant. So we differentiate this and we get Vdr plus Rdv is equal to 0. Now we will do energy conservation. So for a general case, that is need not be for point A and B. For any point on this trajectory, we'll say the potential energy plus kinetic energy is constant. Here we conserve momentum on points A and B because only in points A and B the momentum will be V into R. At other points there will be a sine theta component also. So we can write Vr only for points A and B. But here this is a general case, so for any point we can say the energy kr square plus half mv square is constant. So we differentiate it, so we again get 2k r dr plus mv dv is equal to 0 and this equation. So you might be wondering why we differentiated both of them and why we did not just write v1 r1 is equal to v2 r2 and k r1 square plus half mv1 square is equal to k r2 square plus half mv2 square. We did not do that because that way we will have 4 variables. We will have v1 r1 and we will have v2 r2 and we would only have 2 equations. But when we do in this manner, what we get is v dr, so you can say v dv r and dr, and here also we get v dv r and dr. So now you can imagine by just dividing these two we'll get rid of 2 of the variables. So that way we have one variable less. So that's what we'll do. But otherwise, if you had v1 and r1 and v2 and r2, even if you would divide, you will still not get rid of variables because this will be in square form. But here by differentiating, we just got in the form which by dividing we will get rid of dr and dv, and we'll get a relation between v and r. So now we'll do energy conservation. So again for points A and B, so half mv1 square plus kr1 square is equal to half mv2 square plus kr2 square. Now using this equation we can get rid of v1. So we'll write v1 in terms of r1, and with this equation we'll get rid of r2. So we'll write r2 in form of v2. And in the problem r1 and v2 are given. So now we can find mass, which will be our answer. Alright.